Hi, family. This is Sabrina Jackson, the people expert. Yes, I'm the one that helps people with people, even if that person is themselves. And today, I wanted to just spend a moment with a People 911 session. And I specifically wanted to do that because after hearing the information about Bobbi Kristina, the fact that she's had this tragedy going on and we're praying for her healing, I wanted to talk about the fact that so many of us are in an emergency state. We need help. So I want to talk about the stages of grief and loss so that you can understand what they are and know where you are. So the first stage is denial and isolation. And that's when we are really shocked, when we deny that this loss has even occurred, and we feel isolated. We don't feel that anyone can really understand what we're going through. And many people stay stuck there for quite some time. The next stage is anger. And oh yeah, we can get angry because we don't believe that this has happened. And then once we do begin to believe it, then we're angry about it. So the next stage is bargaining. And in the bargaining stage, you begin to say to God, okay, if you do this for me, then maybe this can happen. You really kind of think that you can change the situation by bargaining about it. The next stage is depression. And in depression, oh my goodness, people get stuck there and sometimes never pull themselves out. They fall down and really just don't get back up. And so I want to come back to that one in a minute and go into depth around that one just for a second. But the last stage is acceptance. And that's when you really begin to accept that your life now is different. It will never really be quite the same because that person was such a major part of your life. And so as you navigate your life moving forward, you have to learn to do it differently. And that comes through acceptance. But let me go back to depression for a while because it's important to know that depression, all of us, when we're suffering a loss, get blue, get down, get depressed. And so that's a normal thing. We may even move into major or clinical depression. But then something happens, because if you stay in that stage longer than 6 months, then we move into a diagnosis called dysthymia. Dysthymia is seen when you've been depressed so long that it's now just a natural part of life. So one of the things you need to do is to know the signs and symptoms of what to look for. It's a feeling of hopelessness. It's a feeling of helplessness. It's a feeling of lethargically. You're tired. You're fatigued. You have no interest in things that you used to be interested in, and you find no pleasure in things anymore. Your diet changes. Your sleep pattern changes. And you may have a heightened sense of thinking about death, consumed with death, or even trying to take your own life. Beloved, if you find yourself here, you need help. You can get help. Help is available. So reach out to me at SabrinaJackson.com or ThePeopleExpert.com. I am here for you, beloved, and this has been People 911 with the People Expert. Holla.